Coach, 58-50, the Bucks just not enough when it came down to it. They left themselves in a 14-point deficit. You talked about it pregame. Talk a little bit about the second half and how they were able to play.
Second half was great. We made the adjustments we needed to. We switched to a zone. Our assistant coaches did a nice job of making individual adjustments with our players. They bought in. They got 50-50 balls. They got dirty. They got on the floor. I thought they did a really nice job of making the extra effort. We didn't shoot the ball great today, but we played hard. We played aggressively in the second half. I told you before the game that if we got in the hole the first half, they're not the kind of team you can dig out against. And they showed why. They made free throws down the stretch. They did a nice job of taking care of the ball. So credit them, for being able to hold on to a win. It's something that eluded us a couple times. But I think our kids showed that we've got a little bit of fight left, and we'll need that on Tuesday.
Coach, you talked a little bit also in the pregame about not knowing exactly what you're going to get out of the team. Again, another player steps up today, not the same one from the last game, Maria Bond.
Right.
Ends up leading the team with points. Serena Clark led the team with points before that. Shamara Bridges, Jennifer Sutton. There's so many people we can go down the line with. What is it that we can get? How can we get that consistency out of the players?
Well, what we try to explain to our players, and I talk to them a lot about this, is if you're not a consistent person, if you're not a consistent with your emotions, consistent with your effort, consistent in everything you do, how do you expect yourself to be a consistent player? And we've got to get them to find a level of consistency. I don't know whether it's they're nervous, whether it's apathy, whether it's indifference. I'm not sure. But we've got to find a way to help them be not only consistent players, but consistent people so that it carries over. Who you are as a person is reflected in the way you play. There was a great quote that says, "I'll learn more about you in an hour of play than a lifetime of conversation." And I can talk to them until I'm blue in the face, but I've got to watch them. I've got to find ways to make them accountable, to make them disciplined, and to make them consistent. And I keep using that horrible word with them, and they just do not like it. So it's hard when a coach challenges you to be something that you haven't been, and doesn't let you get away with things that maybe you got away with before. It's hard, and I understand that, and that's part of the process. But I think we're showing signs of life. I think we want to, but it is difficult to change.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Chris.